friends, it's Katie, and it's time for another edition of Yarn Adventure Notes here on YouTube. So, coming at you this week from home, our house here in Arkansas, which is very exciting to be at after a long week of travel. We had a really great time heading north this past week, and this weekend we're actually going to stay home and hang out with the cats while we clean the house and get it ready for putting on the market. So that's pretty exciting to do. Dean's going to put out the telescope tonight because it finally cleared off enough that we can do that, and he'll get some great pictures. And then we've just been having a really great time. I've been really busy with finishing and starting new projects this week. So let's see. First off, my Plenilune, my test knit for Alicia Plummer, is done. And I am happy to say that Cotton Fluff has arrived on the truck from Lavender Loon Yarn Co. So this yarn is now available from us, and then and is on the website in 7 different colors. And this color is called Shy Away, which I really like. This pattern will be released next week, and I will definitely post that on Instagram and Facebook when it is released, so you will have that first thing from Alicia Plummer, because yes, very awesome. And all right, I have cast on the Community Cozy, which is a knit along from Alicia Plummer, and it is going to be my Rhinebeck sweater this year. So here it is. I'm working on the back panel right now. I mentioned before that I'm doing this as a knit along with my friend Amanda, who will be attending Rhinebeck with me this year, which is very exciting. We're doing all the Rhinebeck adjacent events, so we'll be at Woolen Folk, we'll be at Indie Entangled, we'll be at New York Sheep and Wool, and we'll be having a lot of fun hanging out with our vendor friends as well as our yarny fiber friends as well. So yes, very, very excited about that. Community Cozy is coming along very nicely, and I love this pattern. I am using the yarn that I got last week when we were out at Growing Up Lulu. It is the Wool Dreamers Manchalopus. So it's Manchega wool, and it's unspun, and it's held 2 stranded. That was the cats. Didn't that sound dramatic? We're gonna leave that in here because that's how our life goes around here. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah. Wool Dreamers Manchalopus, and it's 100% Manchega wool. It is 2 stranded. It comes in a plate. Looks like this. I've used about half, 2/3 of the skein and of this plate, and it's 2 strands, and they're both unspun. So I'm gonna hold it up here so you can see. But there's no spin in that, and basically if I pull it at all, it just glides apart, because that's what wool does, right? The strands unroving themselves. So this colorway is called Azul, and it's a purple. It's like a gray with a purple lavender hue to it. It's really nice. I really like the color. It's very me, and the sweater is super fluffy, and I am a good ways done. I'm like here. I have a few more repeats before I do my arm shaping, and then I will move on to arm shaping, and hopefully by next week when we get on the road for Michigan, I will be on the back and finishing up this in just a couple of weeks, because I think I can. It's definitely a really fast knit on size 10 needles, so that's really great. I did not swatch. So that'll be fun. We'll see how that turns out. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Those are famous last words. Please swatch whenever you're knitting a sweater. Don't listen to me. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. Because everybody knows that that's you should swatch. It's very helpful. Okay. What else is up? Okay, last week we were in North Dakota. and Moorhead, Minnesota. It's right on the North Dakota Minnesota line. So one's on one side, one's on the other. And we went to the observatory. I think we went to the observatory after we chatted with you guys. That was super fun. One of our friends from Zombie Apocalypse this year, she knows the director of the planetarium at Minnesota State University Moorhead, and we were able to go and hang out and geek out with her for a little while and really get to experience the planetarium and chat about all things deep space. So that was really fun. I was able to show her the awesome yarn we have on the truck from Laughing Cat Fibers in the Nebula colorways that we have, which are super awesome. And she thought those were really neat because it was very inspiring to see, like, this is how an artist interprets them and on a different medium than what she's used to seeing. We also visited 2 more yarn shops after we chatted with you, or 3 more yarn shops after we chatted with you. We went to Prairie Road Fiber shop, yes, in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Then we drove north and went to the Bountiful U and in Fargo. And then we the next day we went to the Red River Zoo, and then we went to Prairie Fiber Arts. Yeah, Prairie Fiber Arts. So I will show off what I got there because I'm very excited about those things. And then I will also talk about what I got while we were at the Fiber Arts Festival in West Fargo at the Red River Valley Fairgrounds. This is an annual event that happens. So it's the first weekend in August every year at the fairgrounds, and it is very well attended. Lots of really great fiber artists, really cool farms, dyers, shops. So it's a really great way to interact with the fiber community up there. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. Excuse me. Okay, so I bought fiber. It's so soft and squishy. This is from Quirky Fiber Works out of St. Cloud, Minnesota. And this is a 75% superwash 18.5 micron merino. And when I say soft, I'm not even sure I can tell you how cloud-like it is, but it's super cloudy. And then 25% shimmer nylon, and it really does shimmer. Like, literally, I was sitting across the giant arena from this stuff, and I could see it shimmering, and it was calling to me. So this is the colorway I got. Dean doesn't believe me that called to me, but it did. It really did. And then I also chatted with Caroline from Honey Gold Acres. This is her Watson colorway in a merino and viscose tweed, which is super lovely. Okay, and then I also, keeping in the vein of trying new fibers, so I haven't really done a viscose. That's kind of a different one for me, and the tweed is definitely different. This is from Yesterday's Crafts, and this is 70% merino, 15% yak, and a 15% silk. Also super cloud-like, but very silky. It's really lovely. I think it will be an adventure to spin, so I'm very excited about launching into that adventure soon. And speaking of, let's see, did I get more yarn other places? Yes. Oh, let me grab the bag over here. Sorry, guys. I forgot that it was in this bag. Okay, so when we went to Prairie Fiber Works in Moorhead, which is literally like right on the river, just on the other side, so it's like right on the line. They have a truck or a trailer that they take out into North Dakota and Minnesota, and they like take their yarn shop on the road every couple of months to bring fiber out into the wilds, because there's not a lot of shops up that way, and there's a lot of people who are really interested in it. So they carry Arcane Fiberworks. This is Glacial Waters. This is the fingering sock. It's lovely. I've seen a lot of his stuff on YouTube and Instagram, and I really love his pictures and inspiration. So, and I got a skein of Rios from there as well in Archangel. And this, I'm gonna make something for my sister, my new niece who is on her way. So that's what I got at Prairie Fiber Arts. And then we were also at the Bountiful U, and I picked up some National Park yarn from Knitted Wit. This is in the sock base, and this is Muir Woods National Monument. And it's lovely, and Dean wants a pair of socks out of that. And then we also picked up a shop custom color, and this is from Elaine Yarns, and she is the colorway is called Kaleidoscope Katy on Old Passport GK. She was also at the fiber show and had a full lineup of all of her yarns there, and she's a beautiful dyer and lovely, and she's from northern Minnesota, I believe. So excellent color with lots of orange and pretty purple and this teal color. And then at the festival, I got a new pom-pom. It's an alpaca pom-pom from Toft. I bought it from Mode Knit Yarns out of Minneapolis area, and I'm very excited about my highlighter yellow pom-pom because I love these alpaca ones. They're so light, and they snap on. You sew the strap onto your hat, and you can change them out if you have multiple of them, which I do because obviously. Other yarn I got there from Dresso Family Farm in Lonsdale, Minnesota. I picked up this Cormo and Bond Wool blend with a little bit of VM, of course, because it's compliments of Riley and Violet, who are sisters. Some fingering weight yarn, and it's marled and loveliness. And yes, so you get a chance to see their farm production. Really nice. I've really enjoyed chatting with her as well. I also grabbed from Youghiogheny Yarns out of Pennsylvania. They were there. They were on this big road trip to visit her daughter or son-in-law. Someone's in the military. They were visiting. Super fun. Anyway, so Youghiogheny was at the Fiber Festival, and they brought some of their yak slub, and so that's what I picked up this time. And this is the colorway Neptune. Okay, is that it? That's it. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. So the other place we visited was was Prairie Road Yarn Shop in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And from there, I got a kit, which is the Wind Cave National Park beanie kit. And this is the pattern from the National Park, Knitting the National Parks Hats color book that I have around here somewhere. Anyway, Knitting the National Parks. It's a great book. And it comes with the yarn to make this, 50 grams each of Nature Spun Worsted, and then it also has a tag, faux leather tag that's custom printed with Wind Cave on it, and then a souvenir stitch marker that also has Wind Cave on it. So Dean and I visited Wind Cave in 2010 in South Dakota, and it's super awesome. I also got a couple of other custom stitch markers from there, one for the Badlands and one just a South Dakota memorial or souvenir, not memorial, souvenir stitch marker. So yeah, and it was a really fun experience to go to both Wind and Jewel Caves, which are located in the same county in South Dakota, which makes they're pretty positive the longest cave system in the world, so that they've explored. Okay, so yeah, that is everything from Fiber Festival. Had a really great time. When we got home, I also unwrapped a package, and this is from Brenda and Heather Yarns, who we also have on the truck, and this is part of their Rainbows Rock series that they're doing this year. And let me see if I have the card over here. I don't. But anyway, this is Dark Side of the Rainbow, and this is their Tough Toes base, which is an 80/20 superwash merino and nylon, about 400 yards. It does stripe lovely, like so. And so this was waiting for me in the mail when I got home, so that's very exciting too. All right, let's dump some things back in this bag and get it off the table. What else is new? Okay, so fiber. I'm, obviously buying a lot of fiber and having a lot of fun with that because I spent a lot of this weekend spinning while I was sitting at the truck. So if you haven't seen the truck in person, a lot of times what I do is I'll sit outside. I have a table that I use with my Dean and Bean, or I'll set up my wheel on it, and I can just spin easily from there. And I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Pick it up, pick it down. It's really not like it's not something I really have to think a lot about most of the time. And so it's really easy for me to do that. So this is my Dreaming Robots electric eel wheel 6.0. This is some Laughing Cat Fibers Cheviot on here, and that's what I've been working on. It's this really nice hot pink Barbie colorway, which is lovely. And I'm really excited to tell you guys that we will be carrying these probably next week. So these will be on the truck next week. So if you're looking for a wheel, you want to try one out, I will be definitely talking about that some more, and I will have those available for you. So yay! It's very exciting. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to do, right? All the fiber, all the things. So I'm trying out new stuff and learning as I go, and it's just been a really great awesomeness. So this is Thursday, August the 10th, and I am filming this on Thursday evening because I am awesome. I'm a little behind this week, but that's okay. Next Friday, we will be releasing our Yarn Adventure Goes to Michigan box. If you've watched some of our other videos, we talked about going, doing our box where we went to Virginia and we filled it full of wonderful Virginia things. This time we're going to Michigan, and we really are. So next week we are headed to Michigan Fiber Festival in Allegan. Days of the festival. Do I have those on here? It's Friday in Allegan at the Allegan County Fairgrounds. Okay, hang on. On Friday it runs from 8. No, I don't know what it is. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Allegan County Fairgrounds. We will list the times below so you can check that out. Or Dean will put a nice little thingy right here because he's really good at that. He'll list this out for us. But yeah, so what we're going to do is release this box officially when the festival opens. So it'll go live on the website, on our website, and available for shipping at that point. And then we'll also have boxes there for you to get. What's really awesome about this one is that the makers that we've decided to feature in this box none of them could actually make it to this particular show. So this is something that you're not going to be able to get there, and you won't be able to interact with them there, but there will be at other fiber festivals later this year in other places. So first up, this is the bag that you will get in the box. This is fabric from Spoonflower, and the bag is made by Knit Two Together. Sue does all of our awesome Sweary bags, and this is a sock sack. Has a very custom, awesome wool pocket on the front. A couple of them are slightly different shapes, but this is basically what it is. Nice and colorful, rainbows and Michigan all together. You'll also notice that you get a Yarn Adventure pin here, enamel pin, which is our logo. And in staying with the theme of brights, which I haven't released all these on Instagram yet, so this is exciting. This is Knitterly Things, and this is her Vesper sock yarn. This is Rainbows Over Michigan, and this is the custom color just for the Yarn Adventure Goes to Michigan box. So it will match your bag, and I will have this cranked up next week as well. So I'll probably have pictures of this on Instagram as well. So make sure and check that out. The other rainbows, we have these amazing stitch markers, which are the mitten and the UP. And they're from Bluebird Makery. And I love them. They're super cute. They are 3D printed, which is awesome. You'll also get rubber grippers from Chiagu, which is based in Troy, Michigan. And I love these for my interchangeable needles. These are one of my favorite tools, and they're my secret for making sure that my needles don't come untwisted while I'm working with them. And then we decided that we love the rainbows, but we also wanted to represent Michigan in other ways too, and so we decided to represent the landscape. And one of those things is that Michigan is known as the third coast of the United States because of the amount of coastline on its shores with all the lakes. So this is Third Coast, the Yarn Adventure Truck Michigan, and this is a 75/25 merino silk from Up North Yarns. So this is a lovely color. It is a fingering weight yarn, and it is just stunning. It's got a lovely sheen on it. It's all these lovely blues, the reflection of the sky, and just like little speckles of green reflecting those tree colors as well. So this one's great, and it pairs super nicely with our other colorway, Irish Hills. This one is from AJHC Wools, and it's on her Silky Sheep base, which is a new one for her, and it is a 50/50 superwash merino silk. And they have the same amount of yardage, so this will be perfect for those really silky, drapey, lovely shawls. I'm really seeing some lace headed your way if you do these two. Irish Hills is lovely, and it's tonals and greens, leaning on the blue side of the green spectrum. So loveliness there. And yeah, so this is what you get in the Yarn Adventure box. The Yarn Adventure goes to Michigan box. So that's super exciting. Everybody, we do have pictures of almost everything up online right now on the website and on our product page, but they will not go live until later. And then we also have, I'm posting teaser posts as we go as well, so on Instagram and Facebook, so you can check those out, and there'll be links to the makers there as well. Okay, so not traveling this week. That's exciting because we're going to try to condense things and get them to a point where we can move a little easier very soon. And yeah, okay. It's been a really fun week to hang out and do all kinds of fun knitting things, and I'm really enjoying being with the cats and just doing my thing. So I would love to know what suggestions you guys have for some of the yarns I featured recently, including last week I talked about potion yarns that I picked up at Woolly Mammoth Yarn Shop in Omaha. A couple of you were like, "Oh, I really love that yarn. Got a suggestion?" I would love to hear what I should make with it, because I definitely want to work with it, and I just haven't figured out exactly what I'll make yet. So let me know what you think, and I will see you all very, very soon. Happy crafting!